I would describe myself as Black, African American, and American Indian.
I would class myself as white for race and Hispanic for ethnicity.
I am Asian under race, and I am specifically Mandarin speaking Chinese from the country of Taiwan.
My race, I am a human. I have multiple ancestry compositions, mainly sub-Saharan African and European.
As a child growing up, I was taught that I was Black. After understanding my family and our ancestry and ethnicity a little bit more, moving on, I have been referring to myself as American Indian.
As far as my ethnicity, I do classify as Hispanic.
My race is white, and my ethnic group is Hispanic Latino.
I identify as being Indian Bengali American.
I consider myself to be Black Native American.
The only race that's really close to being even applicable to my group is Asian. But when you think of Asian, you don't think of people who come from those South Asian countries where my parents are from, which is India and Bangladesh.
I believe white is a pretty broad term. I think they could do a lot better with how they describe white people, but I do feel Hispanic does contribute to where I am from.
I don't feel like they adequately indicate who I am as a person. At the same time, I select what best represents me.
Not at all. You are always given the same options, not only in the medical field, but also in every aspect of life: banking, education, housing, etc. You're always considered Black, white, or other. My question is, why is there not a category for Native American instead of other? What is other?
I have not been asked to provide details on my race, ethnicity, or ancestry.
That answer will be no.
I have never been asked to expound on where I'm from, my race, my ethnicity outside of ticking a box.
No, I have never been asked to provide details outside of the predefined questions on medical forms.
And no, I have never ever been asked that once in any of my dermatological consultations or appointments.
Providing patients with an option to answer individual responses to question creates a better perception that we as humans are individuals and should not be lumped into classes when we are all unique.
I am light skinned and my sister is dark skinned. We have the same family, we have the same race, but both being African American Black women, mixed race, we came out with two different skin tones and skin types. I think it's important for us to have the options to provide and identify our specific mixed race.
I do understand the importance of correlating this information accurately because, to my understanding, different skin diseases may impact different races and ethnical groups.
I feel like it's extremely important to know where people come from. However, the way that they go about it on the paperwork makes it sound like it's not very important at all with how general they make it. So I think patients would understand how important it is if they allow the patient to put exactly where it is they're from and their exact race.
If we look just at the continent of Asia, there are more than 40 countries alone there. I don't think one can ever consider people of, say, Russian lineage to share the same genetic traits and dispositions as someone from countries in the Middle East.
I do feel there's some importance to it. I do feel that hopefully that people have similar races and ethnicities, that they can find similarities in the information that they're providing.
Yes, it would show the true diversity of patients for medical studies. It would also provide information on certain medical conditions that affect one ethnic group and not another ethnic group.